Klaus is going to start.
Dancing is fine. Dancing is also strenuous and tiresome, and that's why the question came up as to what happens after Ballroom Stories. On the one hand, I started recording Italian music, and on the other hand, I was working on Western pieces, in English at the time, and I was doing both at the same time for a long time, and I wasn't getting anywhere. And then suddenly this call from Heidi came.
And Klaus said something strange about Westerns.
And then the knot was untied. Spaghetti Western was born, and it was really nice that we could bring the Western feeling into the music, but also the Italian lifestyle.
Klaus and I met at a video shoot of Make My Day, a single from his last album. A few years later, I was recording a demo with friends in Italy, and that reminded me a little of Klaus's style with the dub elements. So I sent it to him, and he asked me to come into the studio.
We immediately agreed to meet for first trial recordings, and then it was clear we had to make an album together. Yeah, it's an album that you can have on in the background. You have friends over and you're cooking spaghetti. Well, maybe that's too much of a cliche, but let's say zucchini casserole. And it's playing on the kitchen radio. It's just good mood music. You can also listen to it with your headphones on or watching a sunset. There's a million places, and you can enjoy this music.
Genießen kann.
The feeling that goes through the whole album is light, like waves. It definitely feels like the sea and summer, but also the Italian temperament, heartache, normal everyday situations, relationships, and also the desire to dance.
I don't speak Italian, but I have a faint idea of which words to use, like illusione, and then we were just looking for rhymes, and then I wanted pantalone, and wait, what did you say? Pantalone, illusione. Padrone, right. Patrone goes well with Western, of course. What's really fascinating about Italy is that the people, they believe that things will work out. They have a basic trust that even in the 11th hour, and it looks like the end of the world is coming, then suddenly the sun comes out again.
And in the background you hear a quiet, light sea breeze.
You said that so nicely. The most popular tourist destination, although back then with the transportation of the time probably one didn't get any further than the northern Adriatic. For me, it was surprising that the sea was salty. That was a real shock, actually. And what turned out not to be an intelligent idea was that we took our first trip in a rubber boat in combination with the purchase of a new toy fishing rod. And then we unpacked the hooks in the boat. Are you going to bring a pizza by later on? Or doesn't anybody want pizza? The most expensive 4, please. So in the background they're slicing up the pizza, so I can only play a short piece from the album, Una promessa. Okay, we don't need any more than that, do we?
Ciao, bello ciao, bello ciao, bello ciao. Ciao, bello ciao, bello ciao, bello ciao.
Well, all the stuff that we went through during the recording, I don't think we should really necessarily put that into this interview.